at the stadium,
Ayo.
going over to our Bahasa
Nomor 3,
counterparts.
game
For y'all
nomor
watching
3.
at home, welcome. This is game number 3, Rrq Hoshi versus Blacklist International.
Rrq Hoshi.
Purple. I mean, that's why it's
Boop,
important.
boop, boop.
Of course, in the early game, the cooldown will just make a big difference. For Albert in particular, though, on the Fanny, right? This is one of the main buffs,
Betul,
so he
Fanny
needs to
lah,
make sure that he can
Fanny.
get it without any interruption.
I think something very interesting throughout this whole series as well.
Fanny.
Venus has focused a lot of focus on Haji instead of Oheb. Oheb, I think he should be able to handle the Lunox earlier in the
Tanpa
battle,
marksman.
but because the Lunox being brought into the gold lane, it's not 4 minutes problem, it's a 3-minute problem. So the heal coming out from Skylar's first skill will be a little bit skewed towards, but it's a lot of damage. 3 members already at the bottom side. Vin get terrified a little bit. No
Ada terrify-nya ya.
Yeah, no, this is very similar to game 2. Again, how
Nah,
Blacks
Valentina.
International put the pedal to the metal early on and spent battle spells as they should to better time that first turtle take. We're about a minute away, 50 seconds before that happens. And I have eyes on Albert because this is a huge presence they have in bottom lane.
Yeah, I feel like right here, the first 2 games, they're focused on the mid lane, but now, oh my goodness, using the flicker for now. Albert actually stunned Albert. Albert does have the ultimate this time around activated, but no kills for now. Blacklist International will side for relief.
3 game wise pakai Freedin.
This bottom side, but of course the turtle is on top side, so Albert goes in aggressively. He is all alone though. This might be a mistake.
Missed cable, but Albert managed to get out just nice. A lot of focus happening in the bottom lane. Skylar will be the one that we had focus on. Skylar burn off the flicker right off the bat for now. Blacklist 3 members at the bottom lane, but Fanny is slowly working towards the turtle pit.
Yep, that's key battle spells spent at least maybe seconds before this turtle, and it looks like they come to a gentleman's agreement. All right, we get purple first, both of us, and then we try to contest.
Set up. Ketahuan tuh. Ayo.
Good sustain, good outplay potential. He's going 1v1 against Oheb right here. Ooh.
I can see the beauty of this right now. Skylar going in. Oh, will not be able to miss a shot. Skylar would not be taking down his counterpart just yet.
Oh, Vin at about half
3
health
game,
here. At
3
level 4
game.
already. Oh my Venus not
Freedin
hitting that fight yet because the Queen
sama
has been
Blue.
left to, again, babysit so
Berturut-turut.
much of mid and bottom. And with that being said, top lane.
Top lane spins to win, but Edward will be the one that wins it away. So a little bit of a Mexican standoff. A very strong early game, if you ask me, ladies and gents.
It's a tough situation for Rrq because compared to game number 1, they don't really have a lot of targets that they can just burst down like we saw and to get Albert snowballing. Edward is just tanky, he can run away. Haji is
kelihatan tuh.
as well, and right now they're going for the turtle play.
Real woman ready to go in, the eliminal charges. It's going to be the bracket hits now. This 2 crazy real war manipulations putting out the damage, but it's going to be Edward that picks up the first blood for now.
Ada gila-gilanya ya.
Edward forcing Clay to flicker underneath that turret. Crystal Void keeping him where he is, but all this time it's Blacklist who has their eyes on the bigger picture. A clear lead already, 3 minutes in, 1,000 gold. Arash, what are they doing with that gold?
Clay is building towards mana regeneration. He definitely wants to be able to clear his waves, and Albert just comes in with some swag. Won't be enough right here. And
hati-hati, Skylar.
He just must sustain in the lane, play it safe, try and avoid the ganks and possible. And on the other side, Blacklist, you
Standby
can
kuning.
for physical defense. Again, trying to counter, ensuring that Albert does not get to snowball, because that is a big factor for Rrq's victory.
Something interesting right here. Oh, that's a wall charge already used, right? On top of Edward, but Edward just walks away. Scoff it
Waduh,
hold on a second, real
belum apa-apa.
Challenges. Albert will be able to pick up the bubble for now. Haji will respond to the same. Vin coming in, just bouncing around.
Play mati terus.
Going in, it's a choke point. And the side of the
Gak ada wild charge.
right now, Blacklist International picks up the double kill at the same time. Albert trying to spin the win.
Ajar, Bert.
The Queen for now. It's going to be the Roma. Traded for 2 members, but Wise is not putting out just yet. Edward picks up R7.
Astagfirullah.
The fact that Haji did not die. I could have sworn his Valentina
Kuat
was
kuat,
But again,
Blacklist.
that's what happens when you're the KDA machine. This young man has been playing jungle for a while. His career started that way, and that's what explains his mechanics. Speaking of mechanics, Albert looking for one up top.
Ih, belum ada damage.
Goes into split just right in time. Albert will be getting out. Lumina Blast, no hole.
Insting. Tahu dia kena slow mo.
Arashi, second turtle spawning in about 5 seconds. Who has the advantage?
I think Blacklist definitely has an advantage right now. 3K does not seem like much, but it does make a difference. And they have the pressure because we've seen that they are the ones being more successful in these big fights. They are the ones that have the beefier members that has been able to survive most of the damage. And RRQ, they have to be careful because Clay and Albert has been the main target.
Albert's in the
Bert,
vicinity as well.
astagfirullah, Bert. Nggak dipencet retrinya. Oh, ada. Ya, udah lah, biarlah. Penting blue buff, blue buff.
It's
Kita
a
blue
bit
buff,
curious
kita
right
purple
here
buff.
because usually when we see Clay, we play the Eve
Astaga,
against a Valentina. He's very careful in letting
level.
that Valentina steal the real manipulation. In this game though, Haji has been
Power
very
hilang ya.
active using that to spell demise for RRQ. It's just quite the interesting
Pindah,
situation.
pindah.
I wonder what exactly is
Pindah.
causing this. But as we look at the items right here,
Edward
Ohab
bawa.
already has the Demon Hunter sword, so the frontliners,
Wih, 1,5
Vin as well
level loh.
as R7 are going to be a bit squishier in his eyes.
Play!
So be careful about it.
Play! Will not be able to activate the real one manipulation in time. That's another kill. Giving over the time to Blacklist, but Albert trying to spin. Will not be able to find a kill. Unfortunate for RRQ.
That was ults and a chicken sandwich thrown in there to take down one.
Oh.
But it's not done.
It's not going to be enough. It's going to be Haji. Will not be able to push Vin right into the wall. Blacklist International walks away alive.
That's a tough situation, man. We said RRQ has no targets on the side of Blacklist International, but the opposite is not true at all. If Clay gets hit by any kind of crowd control, the follow-up is more than enough to ensure that he gets taken out. So he is a sitting duck for the members of Blacklist
14
International.
assist per game
You know,
gitu.
who's a sitting duck? Oh my penis. Concealed right out of there. Albert, just not enough damage.
You mean invisible duck? Concealed
Astagfirullah, baru lihat 5.000. 7 menit 5.000.
Mid-game, 6 minutes, 7 minutes approaching. They need to shrink this 4K gold lead. And they're doing their best, right? They're finding things on the map, and it's come to the point where Wise can steal buffs away from Albert. This is a difficult place to be for the baby alien.
I think right
Di
now,
band Freedin
RRQ
ambil
unable to use Albert to find a pick
apa
up.
barat.
One thing that we also need to take note of is Skylar 000, right? Going into the clock item as the first item, he needs more time to get more damage to rack out. But once he gets that threshold, you expect Wise to get chunked down very
Edward
quickly.
Benedetta pun
Later on,
teri.
though, it's going to be a moment where the Lunos will do a lot of damage. Look at the movement of glass.
Astaga, kena Albertnya.
It's going to be Haji everyone the same. The turtle is actually forgotten by both of these two teams, but Albert is actually one that
Ganti kuning.
following suit. Wise will also pick up Skylar as for free, and they will go ahead and try to crack the mid lane open, and then rotate over to the turtle.
That choke point became their demise. Rrq Hoshi giving 3 members away for free. The Blacklist. That load lead just astronomical at this point. 8 minutes in, about 7K. This last turtle going for free to Wise, and the map is red.
It's just such a... It's so sad for RRQ. They tried to make the play happen, but they get comboed instead. I was about to say that later on, there will be an extra factor in Skylar being a big problem for Blacklist. But before that can even happen, Blacklist
Ditipu ya,
seems to
nggak
try
ada
to end
ininya ya.
the game early. Make sure that the goal
Ada
lead is just too big.
yang gedenya buff ungunya.
It's so weird. Albert was trying to invade, take the purple buff. Don't forget, a Fanny without a purple buff is basically playing the game with half your hand. Albert is doing exactly that.
Where did the purple buff go is my question. Now it's Wise's turn to do the same.
Oh.
And
Nggak dapat
this time he
lagi.
gets it. No
Nggak
orange
dipencet
for you,
retrinya.
sir. Not today. Let's look at the items here. About 9 minutes in. What's going on here, Arashi?
Purple, ambil purple lah.
Come online soon.
Well,
Udah
on the other
pencet lagi.
side, Ohab already has the golden staff, so things looking
Cek,
more
cek.
difficult for him. And Skylar is still
Jangan
so far away
Albert
from
yang
his
ngecek,
power spikes.
aduh.
It's going to take a bit longer, man.
Domino blast across the wall for now. There's the flicker going in. We'll be able to catch Vin at the same time. Real woman manipulation coming up for Clay. Providing some support as well. R7 would not be able to find anything at all. Haji will be the one first fall. But Skylar, here comes the blazing to wake up. Ohab will be able to pick up R7 in the back line. But unfortunately, Skylar will be able to return that trade. 2 damage dealers for just a arc and also the confront.
6.000.
A relatively messy team fight. They
Yes.
engaged
Mana coba
with
nih?
Valentina, Haji getting the wild charge, and was taken down even before it made a difference. So with that being said, where does Rrq Hoshi go this time around, Arashi? What does Albert do?
Albert needs to just be a nuisance right here. There's no real easy target he can just one-shot. So if he just splits the map around, making sure that the members of
Nggak pakai
Blacklist are
Akai,
constantly
Akai.
worried about him moving in out of nowhere, he can allow the rest of the team to just do damage. Because we saw that Skylar, despite only having a Cup of Destiny, is beginning to do a lot more damage. So, yeah.
Personally, I feel like, guys, Albert has been going out without a purple buff, but hold on a second, he may actually be able to do something for now. Skylar will be able to shred. Oh my
Satu
goodness,
persatu nggak apa-apa,
at the
satu
same
persatu.
time, Skylar almost close to take down Haji though. But back to my point, I think Albert has gone 3 minutes without a purple buff. And look what Blacklist is doing.
They're just starving him.
Yeah.
That's key. And again, if his goal is to split up the map and maybe pick up a purple along the way, then that's just gravy on top, right? And they're not out of the woods just yet. There's a small win here that they're looking at, a possible push up top.
I think, ladies and gentlemen, we gotta take a look back at this game. If you notice Blacklist International, they did not clear the purple buff. If you notice, the purple buff is there, but it's only that small little dude, right? Right now, what Blacklist International is doing is basically starving out. There's only one purple.
Gila setupnya. Zoningnya gila si Blacklist.
Because look, they're engaging.
Look, they're engaging for now. It's going to be Albert this time around, unable to secure the purple buff for now. It's going to be Min that actually falls. Engager coming up from Rrq. Skylar is trying to be doing some damage by the backline, but will not be able to find it. Arthur going in. The blazing duet coming in the backline. The limit of large charges will not be able to come in from Skylar for now.
Nice. Satu.
From Blacklist alongside with Haji.
2 for 2.
Gak apa-apa.
Just like that, key members going down. Vin and R7, while Blacks International, I wonder who made this call. I'm pretty sure it's the Queen. They go straight for the Lord.
Straight for the Lord. Albert is trying to make a play happen.
Ada red 3.
Actually 3v3.
He does have the retribution, ladies and gents.
1, 2.
Retribution, Albert will not be able to do so. He will lose it live to the Queen.
Instantaneous punish. Arashi, what's Rrq Hoshi to do?
They need to play more conservative, man. I think that when they
2
try and
detik red
counter-engage
3-nya.
with the wild charge, they're finding a lot more success. But Blacklist is not letting them breathe at all. Right now, Rrq are trying to
Berat
waves, and look at Skylar.
Blacklist.
The damage is starting to build
Queen.
up. He has a Divine Glaive, and if you look at R7, he has a Blade of Despair as well. So the damage is available. It just needs to land on the right person. But of course, Ohab already has the Athena shield as well. Unwilling to ensure that he does not get shut down, get picked off by the members of Rrq.
Game 2 draft, again, it was so easy for Blacklist to defend. Again, just build physical defense. But now I'm liking the damage coverage. There's a good amount of magic, good amount of physical, especially from R7.
Gila, zoningnya atas ya, biar nggak dapat purple ini.
It looks like the choke is continuing. No purple for you, says Blacklist, as they go ahead and pressure all lanes. The map is turning red. The strength of the Fanny is being quelled. Usually you're so mobile, now you're stuck in your base.
Yeah.
I feel for the baby alien.
It feels bad, man. Albert had a wonderful game, number 1.
Tinggal base
I
turret.
think Blacklist International, that's just ingenious the way they starve out the map, right? Right now, if you notice, there's no 2 purple buff. There's only 1 purple buff in this whole land of Dawn, and this is
9.000
insane strategy coming off from Blacklist.
9.000.
For Rrq right now,
13 menit.
Clay is very, very behind. He finally
Berat.
going on. So this will be a big factor. Multiple instances of damage will be buffed by that item. So in these fights, if it
Falcon menunggu.
there's going to be a lot of extra damage coming in from that Eve, and also a lot of percentage HP damage
berat,
coming in towards Edward, Wise, and Venus. So we'll have to see if that will be enough for Rrq to win the next team fight. I think they have to play it a lot slower for just a bit longer, man. They need items to ensure that they have even a chance of making a comeback.
Yeah, about a minute before the Lord spawns.
Gak ada farming.
A good indicator. Should be a nice way to say,
RRQ
you know what,
gak ada
we'll wait for that Lord, and
farmingan.
then we'll make a play. Looking at the player's gold here, Skylar, at least the gold is going to the right people for Rrq Hoshi, right? It's going to their gold laner, and I'm still waiting. We saw a little bit of that test. And Jay's, you're right, man.
Di-delay purple buff-nya.
Oh, no, that's miserable. They left a tiny one for me.
Yeah, and the worst part is it's going to be Wise already at the purple buff. Basically, Blacklist reading Rrq's movement like an open book. There's nowhere that Albert will be able to do anything. Once again, Wise in the purple buff away from Rrq.
I mean, Blacklist are moving so well, and Rrq are trying to get a pick off, but when you have a Kufa as your main engage tool, it's very one-dimensional. As long as the front line does not leave any gaps for the Kufa to dash into, the backline, Ohab, and Haji is relatively safe.
Oh, that's a shred coming off from Skylar. There's a lot of
Tembus kek. Astaga, Edward dulu.
will be able to come in the first kill. Haji in will be able to delete Haji right over that. Oh my goodness, charges. It's going to be the pin stuck right in the
Oh, my
bottom. And
Venus.
now it's going to be Blacklist. They do have OHAP and they'll push out the fact. And R7 will fall. 3 members falling just for the cost of Haji.
The KDA machine takes 3 down along with him, and Blacks International is
Pasti
right
double digit. Oh
for
my
the
Venus
pick. They
nih
can do anything
asisnya.
they want. Force an inhibitor, take Lord here, that is Luminous. Arashi, what's
Atas,
the best
Bert.
call?
They have to try and clear the wave as much as possible. I mean, Albert has already tried and
Bisa.
done that,
Oh.
but in the bottom side, 3 members of Blacklist trying to make sure that they can do
Wall
something.
manipulation. OHAP is already half HP. He has to slow down. Clay, that's only person that actually defends for now, but at the same time, Wise starts down the Lord.
It's a 1v1 that Wise has started.
Albert.
And it looks like he can. Albert! Oh!
Albert would
Ah.
not be able to connect. The split. Unfortunate passive is not full.
Jagain
Now, Edward to jump on top,
buffnya.
but he's already Wise, already on the job right here, putting down some damage on top of the Lord. It's going to be a free Lord over to Blacklist International.
So much pressure coming from Blacklist, and they waste no time at all. Getting the Lord
All
ready for the
in.
pull-off yet again. All the minute left to charge down.
Aluminum Blast gets cancelled, but that is okay because Haji can also engage.
All in, all in.
International Finn catches Wise, but oh my god, Albert cannot do anything for now. Blacklist International will push up their advantage, but they have another Lord marching down bot.
Just as quickly as Albert cabled on through, he says,
Flicker.
"Oh, never mind.
Double
That's
detik.
5 members of Blacklist I could be walking into."
Ayo, Finn,
Looking at the
Finn,
items
montage,
here,
Finn.
Blacks International, they're at the 52k threshold. Give them maybe 10 more, 15 more, they should start building into everything and they can juggle. Rrq Hoshi, I'm seeing some blanks for Skylar, even Clay. So again, they have to extend that limit. We're in that
Ada
magic
tembus
damage
itu,
will
ada
hurt
charge.
Arashi.
Exactly.
Lord charging in. OHAP has to be MI all the way out. The damage has been down for the side of Blacklist International. There's a free Lord marching in from the bottom side. Clay force a real one manipulation going all the way up.
Tas.
No damage, no follow-up coming up from Blacklist. They will take what they can. Take down bottom lane.
They're able to get the bottom side turret, and now they're just playing it very, very patient. They understand that they don't have to do
Yes,
anything
diambil.
extraordinary. If they just
Spill
play
drop, ya.
calm and calculated, they are set for success with a 12k gold lead right now. And as you mentioned, Leo, the magic damage is going to start to hurt, but if you look at
Mending buff
Blacklist
sendiri.
items, there's
Buff
there are
sendiri,
radiant
buff.
armors and Athena shields all over the place. They are well prepared for those late game team fights.
So it's gonna come down to utility, right? It's gonna come down to what you got. Not, well, both. What you got and how you use it, right? It's about the engagement, and maybe that's where Finn is going to be more important. They forced out a flicker from Clay this early on.
I think the most important thing is how Blacklist has full control, and look at what they're doing right now. He's leaving a free, I don't know,
Anjir,
gift
ditinggalinnya
behind for
kecil.
Albert's not going to do anything. He is now, unfortunately, it hurts to say this, guys. Albert is just a split push minion.
Yeah, no, because of the fact that there's 2 Lords for Blacklist so far in this 18-minute game, we're approaching that. The waves are just so much more powerful.
Albert, that's a very dangerous neighbor for Will. He has the cable all the way out. Blacklist International actually putting out some damage from the side, but Aluminum Blast actually charge out. R7 using the wall charge again on the way. They don't want to engage Blacklist in this form.
And now Blacklist has uses a bunch of ultimates. The Lord fortunately is not up, but Rrq, they understand that they have an opportunity here, a small window where Venus does not have the Luminant Blast. They might just get emboldened by it. They might be looking for a chance to try and make something happen, but of course Blacklist already just waiting, setting up traps around the map for the members of Rrq.
What's this last item that Clay is building towards? Could that possibly be necklace or
Salt, jadi satu salt.
Winter?
winter truncheon?
I feel like he would just, at this point, require a lot more damage.
Yeah.
I think the Holy Crystal would make
Jadi
sense, but
satu.
we'll just have to see, man. It all depends on how the game progresses. And now with the Lord up, Blacklist yet again is pushing the tempo, and Rrq might be forced to engage onto one of the tankier members of the front. That is not what they want.
Do they know this? There's 3 members of Blacklist up there. Is there vision on this? Because this rotation could be lethal. And I'm talking about both of them. This could have been a map absence from Blacklist, but no, they're looking for an answer. They're just making sure that they choke away the purple.
The lack of information is hurting, especially Rrq, but at the same time, Edward tries to really try to buy some time. Albert is the one that can stun out. He has a cable all the way out of there. Blacklist International, they're looking for the hunt. They're looking for the assassin from the side of Rrq.
Siang.
Nothing to be found right there. The Luminous Blast lands on top of the Kufra, but would that be enough though? Blacklist International, I think they could spend it too much, and Vin jumps all the way in. The real war manipulation, but that's a nice
Bagus tuh.
Ultimate coming up from Vin.
Nice.
Hopefully to try to change the game.
Bagus.
Skylar will be able to take
Pecah,
that
Imo.
and Blacklist International may have overstayed their welcome. up. Edward desperately trying to do some damage to R7. Actually possessing for now. I think Blacklist International, they overstayed their welcome.
Apa yang penting
That
pecahin
was a
dulu.
1-for-1 in the end, right? Gold laner for gold laner. And if you're 10k behind, 11k
Immortal
behind,
3
I
menit.
see that as a win. Rrq Hoshi, they walked into that fight with conviction and they walked away with a small win.
Right now, Lord, 4v4 fight. Skylar, both gold laners. There's no pushing power coming out. It's up to Bin to try to set this up.
Oh, Vin is trying to make the engage happen, but that's a lot of damage being traded on back there. Look at Omar, Vin is making the play work.
Domino blast going in. It's going to be the wall being built by the side of
4 hari
R7.
lagi.
And we're trying to be a nuisance right here, but he's dragging the Bin towards it. Wise is actually working on top of the Lord. But now Clay, he has a damage. He takes down the Valentina.
Aman.
And now it's going to be
Andi ulti kena
Valentina
Vin.
desperately trying to do some damage control. Oh, just respawn. He is trying to make a beeline. But here
Satu
comes
persatu,
R7
satu
with a wall
persatu.
charge. Looking 2 members out from the side of Blacklist. It's going to be a back-to-back fight at the Lord Pit.
It's a 4v5 right now, 20 minutes in. Every single death is painful. Every death timer will be upwards of a minute if you make the wrong mistake, right? So this is very dangerous. Rrq Hoshi have found a window.
Bin charging out all the way up. Oh my goodness, there's nowhere to be there. Wise is actually going in to activate the with the con already. It's going to be Albert trying to look for some makeup right there, but the wall is actually blocking OM. And it goes. The Clay coming in with the wall manipulation. Wise has to run away.
Wise! Mati Wise!
With the blessing to win. Not good enough, but will be good enough to take down R7 for now. Skylar still in the midst right there. He does have the Chaos Assault.
Clay, back up Clay.
At the same time, so my goodness, that's what we try to stun.
Nice win, nice win.
A scrappy fight for both teams.
2-for-1. I was just talking about death timers.
Perlahan.
50 for Vin and R7. It's a 3v5 for the next 30 seconds.
Tembus nih Mas Skylar.
Blacklist against Rrq, who do not have a frontliner. That is a dangerous game they're playing right now. Unfortunately for Rrq, the waves are still pushing in their favor, so they have a bit of a window. But Blacklist will not stay silent for long. They're already trying to get control in the Lord Pit, and R7 still 15 minutes away from respawning. Blacklist might just force it, or they might just bait a fight for Rrq.
Fun fact, ladies and gents, Albert finally got his purple buff, right? Now he's actually playing the game. Blacklist, on the other hand, you know, they've got Wise coming back up. Rrq, they know they cannot accept this fight. They've got 2 members down. Clay, reward manipulation is available, but I don't think they can do anything for now.
They send Albert home at half health.
Oh.
Charge up some energy.
Edward flicker, Clay will get possessed. Oh no, reward manipulation go in. Albert is really trying to go in the save. Haji will be taking the rreward manipulation away from the side of Clay. He will be responding, but in the main.
But
right here's Wise, focusing on the Lord instead. Haji will be able to take down Clay.
Yes!
R7!
R7!
It's crazy games coming out from Rrq, but Blacklist International.
Bert, recover!
Take the fight with the trigger going in. Skylar already gone. It's going to be the living of last country. Members of Rrq, it's going to be Albert.
Haji.
But Rrq, they took the Lord.
5v1. This is a dangerous place to be. They pop the immortality on Baby Alien, and they're going to ride this minion. It's just 1 minion. Is this
just
enough?
2 minutes from Blacklist International. They take game number 3.
Match point, ladies and gentlemen. Match point for the world champions, and the King of Kings in home court are sweating. The King